Guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. My name is McKayla. So this is a very different video than I ever do on this channel, so just a disclaimer if any of you are current subscribers. This is a true crime video. This is a missing persons video. This is something that I'm very interested in my personal life, just crime and true crime, and I felt the need to post this because I just really gotten attached to this case. This is just a particularly heartbreaking one for me, and it is local to where I live. I do live in Kentucky, and this girl did go missing from Kentucky, about 45 minutes from where I live. So it's been, you know, huge on local news and things like that. So it's really grabbed my attention, and I just wanted to do anything that I could to help this family. And I feel like the best thing I could do for them is to tell her story, because I just truly feel that someone out there knows the truth, and that there just needs to be public pressure put in order to solve this case. And this video is going up on July 4th, so this will be the 6-month anniversary of her disappearance, and that's a long time. So we need to do everything we can in order to get her story out there. So if this is a video that you guys like, I definitely need you to like the video and comment down below and let me know that you like it and if you want to see more videos like this, because I have tons of cases like this that I'm interested in, but I'm not sure if that's something that you guys want to see. So if it is, you need to let me know. That way I know to do some more videos like this. But I don't want to ramble on too much because I really want to get into this case. There's a lot of nitty-gritty details that we need to get into. So this is the case of Savannah Spurlock. She was 22 when she went missing. She lived with her mother in Richmond, Kentucky, and she has 4 sons, young sons, a set of newborn twins, well, newborn when she went missing, and then 2 toddlers. So they definitely need their mama home. That's just what breaks my heart about this case more than anything. But Savannah was described by all of her friends and family as just a really fun, loving person. You know, one of those people with a contagious personality and smile, and, you know, just really loving and happy. That's how everyone described her across the board. They described her as a great mother. Loved her children, and was a great mother to them. So that's just a little bit of background on who Savannah is. On the night of January 3rd, she did decide to go out for the night with a girlfriend, and they drove to Lexington after borrowing her mom's car. They drove to Lexington to pick up a male friend, where they left Savannah's mom's car, and Savannah left some of her personal belongings. And they went from there to the other bar, her and the female friend and the male friend. And they were just drinking, enjoying the night at the bar. And the male friend did have to get up early the next day, so he decided to leave early, that which left Savannah and her female friend. Some point after he left, Savannah and the female friend did get into some kind of argument that ended with Savannah's friend leaving the bar, and Savannah stayed behind with some new friends that they had met that night, which were 3 men. The male friend and female friend have been cleared. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. They've been cleared by police. She was caught on security footage leaving the bar around 2:30 that morning on January 4th with 2 men, one man that was not in the footage. And she got in the car with them. When Savannah's mom realized that she wasn't home around 3 o'clock that morning, she called her to see what was going on, and Savannah hung up, but then FaceTimed her. And in this FaceTime video, she was in the truck with 2 men, and then there was another man following, we later come to find out. And Savannah's mother says she didn't seem in any type of duress, like she was scared or anything, but she could definitely tell that she was intoxicated at that time. But she obviously, there was a little bit of an argument because her mother was upset she wasn't home yet. She needed the car back that morning, and, you know, she was really concerned that Savannah wouldn't be home. And, you know, Savannah reassured her, told her that she would be home, not to worry, that she would be home in a few hours. And while this argument is going on, the mother says that she hears multiple men saying like things like, "Calm down, like you need to chill out." And I mean, that's just really off-putting to me. It's something that bothers me a lot about this case. I mean, even if you are intoxicated, I mean, I just can never see myself telling anyone's mom that I don't know, even anyone's mom that I do know, to chill out and calm down. And so that was really off-putting. And since then, she has not heard from Savannah ever again. So we know from phone pings that they took her to a rural home in Garrett County, Kentucky, which was quite a drive from the bar. And this is immediately sketchy to Savannah's friends and family. They feel like she would never go there willingly and by herself. In security footage is seen leaving the bar. Savannah's very cold. She's wearing just a little short skirt and a top, and she's cuddled up like this. She's very cold. It's January, so she was not dressed for any type of adventure or anything like that. So we know, like I said, that she had went to this rural home in Garrett County, which the police can confirm, but they cannot confirm that she ever left this house, which is just terrifying. The following morning around 8:30 or so, 8:30, her phone pinged for the last time, still at this house. So her phone last ping, it was either shut off, broken, or it died. So it was one of the three things that happened to her phone, no one knows. And obviously after Savannah didn't come home, there was a missing persons report filed, and that's when the investigation kicked off, and they cleared the two friends that she was at the bar with that night and immediately tracked down the strangers that were in the security footage. Savannah had never met them before that night. So pretty quickly, there was a search warrant for the property of the home in Garrett County. The men's name have not been released, so I won't be able to give you that. There's also vehicles towed away, but I haven't seen any reports on what was found. Obviously not Savannah, and nothing really of Savannah, but I haven't seen anything in regards to the vehicle, if there's any kind of DNA testing done or anything like that. So hopefully I'll have some information on that for you later on. But the family is pretty sure that these three men hold the key to this case. It's really the only working theory. They came in and they discussed with these three men, and who claim that they don't know where she is. One man claims that she left that morning around 8:30, but he doesn't know how she left. You know, she didn't have a vehicle. It's January. Did she walk? I mean, how do you not know? And how do you know that she left? Did you just let her leave? It just doesn't make sense to me. He's the only one that's saying that. The other two aren't saying that. So it just doesn't make sense that she went there and she would leave without nothing. You know, the main working theory is that she probably thought that they were taking her back to her car so she could go home, and it just never happened. They took her there instead for whatever reason. Now she's been missing for 6 months. That's a long time. The family is, of course, hopeful that she will still come home, but is fearful that the outcome is grim at this point. They truly believe that these three men did something to her, and they're just not telling the truth. There was an initial award offered of $10,000, but it did have a time cap. They were trying to get some information as fast as possible to find her as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, that did not lead to Savannah. And up until a couple weeks ago, there was no reward being offered, but now there is. And it is $15,000, and it's pretty specific as to what the reward is for. It is for Savannah's safe return or the arrest and conviction of her potential killer. So it's very specific. There have been tip boxes put up all over Garrett County, of course, posters, and it's been splattered all over social media. I'm going to try to link the Missing Savannah Facebook page. You know, they do lots of updates and things like that on there and information. But as of recently, there's kind of been a lot going on in this case. The police have not been very open and well, not necessarily open and honest, but they haven't been really forthcoming about the information about the case, which is totally understandable. If you're not familiar, a lot of times they do this just to protect the integrity of the case, you know, so it's safe and good to go to trial whenever they find somebody who did it. The police department even stated that they believe they know what happened, but it's just about finding the evidence and putting the missing puzzle pieces back together. That's comforting to know, and they said it's a very active investigation, so it's good to know that they're still working really hard on it, and the FBI has been brought in and they are investigating with them. Here in the last couple weeks, like I said, a lot has been going on. First off, somehow, some reason why Savannah's missing persons posters are have been taken down in Garrett County. And that just screams foul play to me. In my personal opinion, I think that means someone knows what happens and they can't stand to look at her face, or they're trying to protect a family member who they know was involved, and they just think that their name is just getting trashed and they just want it to be done with. Or it could be someone who knows that they did it and they're just trying to stop the word from spreading. So either way, there's no reason to take these signs down unless something has just, unless there's something fishy going on. So that just really throws a red flag out to me. And I mean, I thought that was really important. And that also leads me to believe that someone in Garrett County knows what's going on. Maybe a family member is suspicious, or maybe they know something that they aren't telling. So I think the focus should be in Garrett County. But the family has hired a private investigator, which is really good news. I'm really glad that they decided to do this. Not that the police department isn't doing a great job, but I just feel like sometimes it's good to have that fresh set of eyes to come in and look at something and maybe try to work a couple different theories or look a different way. Hopefully that they'll find answers, but unfortunately it also tells me that they're stuck, and that's hard, and that the reward being offered, and the private investigator coming in, it just tells me that they are at a crossroads in the case and they just need help. They need help to get pushed to the next level and to hopefully find Savannah, or at least figure out what happened to her. Some of the things that I've seen people talk about, they kind of claim that she might have run away. She was going through a hard time in her life, but her children were so important to her. No family, friends, anybody close to Savannah believes this. She wasn't prepared to run away that night. She didn't have any money on her hardly at all. She wasn't dressed for it, which you'll see in the pictures at the end. She was wearing a skirt and a top, and every decision she made that night was spontaneous. There was no methodic planning to this, like she was planning on running away. So that's just completely out the window, in my opinion, and in the family's opinion. Like I said, the main working theory here is that these three men, I don't know if maybe there was an accident and they're trying to cover their tracks, or maybe there was foul play involved and they had, bad intentions of taking her home with them. I believe what the family believes, that these three men hold the key and that they're not being honest and truthful. And until someone else comes forward, or one of these three men breaks and tells the truth, I don't think that there's going to be much found in this case. I mean, maybe there'll be some DNA evidence, but it would make sense for there to be Savannah's hair, DNA in the car. She was there. But things like blood, that should not be there. Like I said, I don't know a lot of those results. So I'd really like to see what those have to say. Or also haven't seen if they brought cadaver dogs out, or if they hit on anything. I'm interested to know that as well. So I do have some questions regarding this case, but like I said, the police are keeping this very hush-hush, which I completely understand. But with everything moving in the case, with the private investigator and things like that, I'm hoping that means that the ball is rolling and that they're going to start finding some answers. So hopefully I'll be able to update you guys and hopefully give you guys some good news on this case. Because like I said, she's got 4 young children waiting for her at home. Even if something did happen to her, they need to know this. And the family needs to know, I can't imagine, Savannah would be 23 by now. She missed her 23rd birthday. Her twins are like 6 months old. She's missing all these memories, and they need her home. So hopefully with all of this, they'll be able to find some type of answer. So like I said in the beginning, my purpose of making this video is solely to spread the story, spread the word, put public pressure on these men. Maybe if we can just make enough noise about it, they'll break. One of them will break and tell the truth, and hopefully get some answers. Either way, I feel like even if these men didn't do something, they know something that they're not saying. So we need to spread this story, whether it's you sharing Savannah's missing person poster, share this video. I don't care what you do. Tell your coworkers, tell your friends about it. You know, just be proactive with this and get this story out there. She deserves it. Her family deserves it. But that's really all the details I have about this case. Like I said, of course, the police are keeping things hush-hush, so I don't have a whole lot of evidential evidence. I don't have a lot of evidence to give you guys. I just can tell the story. That's all that I can do. So I need your guys' help. The family needs your all's help. So like I said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments to make some more videos. If there's specific cases that you guys want me to cover in the future, leave those down below as well. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I will be posting updates as this case comes full circle, which I believe will happen hopefully soon. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to Savannah's story. And like I said, please, please, please share her story and be safe.